My grandparents used to always ask me questions, and sometimes I thought they were picking on me. What do you know? Who are you? What's your role? Say what you know. And then in my spiritual training, I remember hearing an elder say, speak of what you know. So here's a little of what I know. At this point, in what I know to be time and space, I know that I'm still unpacking these bundles and these boxes and baskets of my indigeneity. In my heart, mind, and being, there is a certain box. And in this box contains the better part of me in which you will never get to know. My spirit lives in there. My sacred items. This box, it is many things. It is a real box at times. A trunk, an old suitcase passed down. A basket, it's a bundle. In these bundles and baskets rest the understandings of my ancestry. The items that have been passed down to me, some of which I can share with you, and some of which I cannot speak of. I can tell you that I carry a mask, and that I've been taught the ancient song and dance of this particular mask, but I am unable to share it with you here. I have a song, and a dance to that song. This song was passed down to me by spirit. It is very old, and it is very alive. But I am unable to share that with you here. So these things, they stay in the box, in my heart, mind, and being. The things that I am unable to share with you in this space are the most beautiful things about me. And to some, they are the most frightening things about me. So they stay in the box. Some items make appearances in textbooks, essays, anthropological narrative understandings of academics, but mine, they stay in the box. They stay in the bundle. They stay in the basket. Some of these boxes are filled with shattered fragments. Sometimes I find other people's fragments in my boxes or baskets. My life has been spent trying to put back together these shattered pieces in these boxes of indigeneity. Boxes that were shattered in a brick building named after a saint named Mary. I am the first generation in my family not to attend a residential school. Being indigenous still wasn't or isn't easy. I've practiced tradition below a generation who were taught to be ashamed of those traditions. I've practiced ancient ritual in a modern world designed not to understand it. Under the surface of what you see as my professional creative works is a turbulent conversation, an intersectional potlatch of spirits that converge in my heart, a confluence of ancestry and genetic memory that keeps me awake at night, a hunger for an old time gone, an old longhouse long burnt down, a village forever since grown over by the trees and bramble. There are times in my dreams when I reach for these items or these boxes and it turns to light and falls through my fingers. The labels and classifications, these Indian Act titles, have created other boxes. Boxes around our understanding. Boxes around our cultural interaction. Boxes around our growth. And boxes that force us to decide who we are, one box or another. But I refuse to stay boxed or bundled into someone else's idea of who I am, or what my indigeneity should look like. Indigeneity comes from the land. the lands in which my ancestors fed and drank from, where they loved and lost, where they danced and roamed, where they lived and died. It comes from the songs and the vibrations of activation and remembering. This awakening of old energies and blood memories mixed into new flesh and thoughts. New experience and new wisdoms mixed with old loves and old eyes, but also new understandings of old stories, old symbols, and old syntax. Now here, as an artist, I use my words to weave tapestry. I use ideas as the maple to carve my combs. I use rhyme to create designs in my basketry, constructing houseposts of light and sound, using vibrations and symbols to create my dances and songs that I can share. Hip-hop has given me the strength to feel safe in my own journey. It has allowed me to build my own pit house or longhouse on the shores of the rivers of my imagination, to throw potlatches around the world, to dance around a global fire, in a warmth and light not defined by anthropologists, ethnographers, priests, or Indian agents. I was not discovered. I am discovering. And uncovering dormant voices waiting for someone to decode and transcode them into today and to beyond. While what I create might not be collectible items, or traditional items, or classically classified items, the items I create do come from my indigeneity. The ideas I share are indigenous ideas. Ideas that stem from the earth and blood of my ancestry, and are mixed with the traumatic paints of a colonial era, and coated with the dust of this contemporary age. They cannot be handled. They cannot be examined. They cannot be purchased. They cannot be seen at times. And they may be destroyed upon my death. And from this point, in what I know to be time and space, that is what I know.